Hello, we are finally here. Sorry, I apologise, there's just been some issues with the microphone as Yorkshire Amateur take a free kick here that's headed out by Sam Finlaw. It's gathered there by Yorkshire Amateur on the right wing. Sorry, we've got no team sheets here, so we're struggling with some of the Yorkshire names. And we have it. So, yeah, sorry, I do apologise, just having some issues with the microphone connecting with the programme, but now we are back for the commentary here at the Southern Stadium between Yorkshire Amateur and Stocksbridge Park Steels, both mid-table sides looking to see if they can make a push for the playoffs in the second half of the season. Hoping to kick off 2022 with a bit of style. Obviously, Stocksbridge having that disappointment of the abandoned game on the 27th. Yorkshire Amateur not playing for a few weeks due to issues with COVID. Here, though, as Yorkshire Amateur have managed to win the ball off Finlaw. Priestley, the international, drills a shot, but it's ended up bobbling a bit and then going wide of the left-hand post. So thank you very much for joining us and sticking with us with those technical issues. We're about 6 minutes gone in this match. Here, yeah, I'll just try and run through the team lineups with you. So, Yorkshire team, you've got Culverwell in their goal, and then you've got Smith, Gordon, Sharry, Serrant, Dean, Priestley, Crawford, Duggan, Basic, and Stewart. For Stocksbridge, you've got Ed Hall in the net, Elliot Walker, Jordan Lemon, Sam Finlaw, Liam McFadden, Lee Cooksey, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Mangum, Josh Nodder, and Nathaniel Crofts. As that's a big boot up forward for Stocksbridge, but it's gathered there by Gordon, the former Chelsea defender, and he passed it back to Culverwell. So, sorry, we are a bit left centre here as Nodder tries to close down their defender, but he ended up passing back to Culverwell, who clears up, but Godwin intercepts. Posting away to see that, but Yorkshire Amateur win that little battle there, and it's with their number 6. Tackle by Goodwin, foul on Goodwin as he goes to tackle it, and Goodwin is down, injured, clutching his foot, and it's a free kick just inside the area for Stocksbridge. Goodwin just getting hauled up by the referee, and he's going to run this one off. Just one that left his foot in, and fair decision as Josh Nodder here is standing over the free kick. Looks like it's going to be whipped and curled in with his left foot. Well, Josh Nodder coming in with some good form over the last few games, 2 goals in the last 3. Well, 2 and 2 really if you don't count that Sheffield match. As tries to beat his man after some short play, but he ends up actually pushing the Yorkshire Amateur defender over, and it's going to be a free kick going the other way as that little routine doesn't work out for the Steels. So it's just going to be a free kick just midway in their own half for Yorkshire Amateur. As I say, they have not played, I believe, since the 11th. Their last match was a 2-1 loss to Bridlington Town. Ross Duggan getting their only goal that game as Culverwell slips as he takes that free kick out and ends up going right to Goodwin, who heads it forward, but that header is intercepted and it's Turner gathers it. Now it's with Mangum, who's going to send Turner out on the left-hand side here. Turner, plenty of space here, cuts in the box, cuts himself around, trying to get space for that shot, but he's been closed down. Eventually takes the left-hand shot and trails just wide. Curtis Turner there with some great work on his own. He was just trying to get it on his right-hand foot, but the defenders have done well there to make sure he can't. Ends up trying to drill the shot with his left-hand finger, and he goes wide of that right-hand post here towards the other stand there. Sorry. So yeah, Culverwell now with the goal kick. He's going to send it towards us on the left-hand side. Yorkshire Amateur the white, navy shorts, red socks, going right to left, and Stocksbridge in the yellow shirt, blue short, blue sock, going left-right as Turner makes a run onto Nathaniel Crofts on this left-hand side. Nathaniel Crofts cuts inside, passes it to Sam Finlaw in the centre. Sam Finlaw with plenty of space. He's going to take the shot, and that is going to go into the gardens outside the stand there. They've got some netting up on this opposite stand, the Yorkshire Amateur. If we're going to have shots like that, we might have to make some apologies to the neighbours at some point during this game, as it's a goal kick there for Yorkshire Amateur. So, right start here by Stocksbridge as they're looking to make a few opportunities. There was a good chance by Luke Mangum that was stopped early on while we were having our technical issues, as Culverwell now takes that goal kick aimed towards their number 8, but it's intercepted by Finlaw. All goes to turn it back to Finlaw, sprayed out to left. Cross ends it down, but it's a big tough tackle in, and it's eventually won out by Basic. Sent to their right with Duggan, gets it through the legs of the Stocksbridge defender there. He was Cooksey, but he actually knocks a bit off him. He's now throwing on that right-hand side as Yorkshire Amateur look to build one of their own attacks here. So we're just waiting for that. We're going to have to trading whoever's going to take it. So on that opposite side to us here, Yorkshire Amateur with a throw-in. Goes it to Duggan. Goes back to the right-hand side. Back to Duggan again. Priestley's hovering in the centre with 3 Stocksbridge defenders. Crosses it. It's going to be aimed at Priestley, but it's going to be stopped by McFadden, who clears it out. And that's going to hit the foam mast on the opposite side of the stadium and bounce off into some bushes for some poor soul to have to go find later on in the game. So it's another throw-in, basically in the same position as it was before for Yorkshire Amateur. Going past here to Sherry there, and right back to the right back. So to Sherry's going to flick it out forward to Liam Sarant. So Holland trying to pass it forward back to Sherry here. Intercepted by Finlaw. Now Crofts has it on this side. He takes one player out, but Sherry out-muscles him and he gathers the ball back, and it's going to be passed all the way back to Covewell. Mangum closes in, but it's cleared out. Now it's a throw into Stocksbridge right on that halfway line on the opposite side of the stadium. So Nathaniel Cross has got the ball there. He's going to knock it back to Lemon for the throw-in. Big long throw-in towards Mangum. Mangum gets the ball as well. He holds it down, covered by two defenders there in the opposite corner. And eventually those two defenders are able to get the ball off him, but it is now for a throw-in right on that attacking side for Stocksbridge as Lemon approaches this one. See if we get another big long throw into the box. This is the traditional non-league style. So just testing this. Yep. Just wait for this throw to go in. John Lemon with a big long throw. Yeah, it's going to go right in towards Goodwin. It's headed up into the air, and it's eventually cleared and goes to Yorkshire as they're out. Cooksey heads it though right back into it. Godwin tries to knock it on. It's intercepted by Yorkshire Amateur. It's going to be a chase here with McFadden and McDuggan. But McFadden wins that chase. It's put back in the air. This time Priestley does win it, but Priestley is offside. And Priestley actually looking like he has a bit of a limp there. As we'll see how long he can last, because it looks like he is actually struggling there, the Gibraltar international, after that little bit of a tussle with Liam McFadden. As Ed Hall-Prez take this free kick for the first offside of the game. So, good start to this game as Yorkshire Amateur has been pressing a bit in the last few moments. No clear-cut opportunities as of yet. We're about 12 minutes into this match. Still 0-0 here between Yorkshire Amateur and Stocksbridge Park Steels as Ed Hall will now quite a low but long free kick, and it's headed away. But Finlaw's gathered it. He's going to spray it out to the right-hand side, aim towards Elliot Walker. Well, takes a touch and hits a big tough tackle, and it's just that I can't see in that corner with the view we have, and it is a free kick on this right-hand side for the Steels. Just couldn't see the contact there because with the way this stand set out on the tunnel blocks my vision, as there is actually a tunnel at this stadium. Always great when you do these away trips to find what unique little bits like each stadium has as we wait for this free kick to go in on this right-hand side. So can't see who's taking it. I imagine it'll be Josh Nodder trying to curl this one in. Interestingly, Yorkshire defending deep, actually on their own line, more like it's a corner with this one. So a very dangerous free kick here for the Steels. A good opportunity. Everyone seems to be in the box other than a few defenders I can see. Flicked on and it's headed away. Just headed out, and Covewell manages to grab that ball before it goes out for a corner kick, as I believe the last person to have a head on to it was the Yorkshire player, as Covewell now will bounce that ball a few times in his own box before clearing it towards here, the centre of the pitch. It's Cooksey's going to go up for it, but he's fouled Cooksey, and that's going to be a free kick for Stockbridge as they retain possession here. Just one thing is that when I was having a little walk around the stadium, that sunlight's very bright actually, what Ed Hall's be looking into, so I wouldn't be shocked if there's a few sights of it. Big long ball here, Luke Mangum on the left-hand side. He shoulder barges his defender, and the defender managed to get enough onto it for a corner kick for the Steels. Thought that actually might have been a free kick going the other way with the way he shoved his defender out of the way. Good physicality from the Stocksbridge striker there. So corner here on this far side. Sam Finlaw is going to be the one to take it, it appears. Crofts was going to give him an option there, but instead he's going to move on to the edge of the box here. So Finlaw here with the corner kick. He's going to hit it in swinger here. And Covewell is going to come out well and claim that. And he's going to try and start the counter attack very quickly. He sends a long ball towards Priestley. Lemon crowds it and hits it back forward. Goes right back to him, but this time Walker's the one who's going to clear it up. And Mangum's going to try and put a bit of pressure on the defender, but the defender gathers it well. He passes it back to Covewell, and it's going to be, well, he's going to stay a bit for it and wait for his opportunity to take the big boot, but he does eventually. Aim towards Priestley. Priestley holds it down well onto their number 11 here on the left-hand side. That's Casey Stewart. Stewart cuts it inside here to the other player. Now it's back with Dean here, Luke Dean. Luke Dean's been closed down well. He tries to pass forward to Priestley. Priestley goes down, manages to get a pass off, but Walker's covering it. Walker's robbed here, not gone out. Well, I say not gone out. The referee has decided it has, and that's going to be a goal kick for Stocksbridge, and Stocksbridge are being let off there, one I would think. So So that brief little danger there for Yorkshire Amateur ends as quickly as it started. Just Priestley robbing the pocket of Elliot Walker there. Good liveliness from the international player, but in the end, the referee deems it to have gone out of play. I don't think it did personally myself, but and now it's going to be a goal kick as Ed Hall takes his time here just to put it onto the ground before taking clearance. So Ed Hall here with the goal kick. Runs it up and takes it in centre, low and centre, aims for Nathaniel Cross. That header is not won by him, and Yorkshire will have their own attack here as it's gone to Priestley here. Priestley running straight at the defence here. Goodwin misses with his sliding challenge, but it puts enough off for Elliot Walker to come in for the clearance. And there is actually a free kick to Stocksbridge for a reason I'm not entirely sure of. So again, another attack there stopped by what seems to be a questionable decision, as Priestley definitely doesn't look happy with it. Has a few words with the referee. Imagine there was a push off at some point during that attack. But as Ed Hall now prepares to take another free kick. See if he can get a bit of height onto this kick this time, as I can see that Mangum's calling for it on this far outside, and looks aimed towards Goodwin again. Headed away by Yorkshire, and they clear it. This time goes to Duggan here up front. He's got past Liam McFadden there. He's going to have a good run. He's sort of going diagonal towards the right-hand side, waiting for his overlap. Got his overlap there, as the winger there is facing up with Jordan Lemon. Tries to cut it inside, but there Finlaw intercepts, and Finlaw's going to send it to Crofts on the left. Crofts has got the space here. He's holding it down after it bounced. His first touch bounced up. He's going to actually cut inside rather than having a run back. He's going back to Jordan Lemon. Lemon's going to hit forward aim towards Josh Nodden. Josh Nodden's on clear on this left-hand side of the box. Can he keep it in? He just about does. Nodden here, great space, good, puts a cross in. It's blocked, and that is a corner kick to Yorkshire Amateur, to Stocksbridge Fox Steelers, of course. So not with plenty of space there, but for the cross, but Yorkshire got back well to block it, and now it's a good opportunity for the Steels from this corner kick. So Sam Finlaw there on that left-hand side. He's going to take this corner kick again as he takes his time. It looks like we've got 6 players in the box there. As Nodder, interestingly, he's gone quite deep. He's deep. The corner is going to go in here, and Culverwell punches it out and then gets a bash there from Ross Goodwin. So it's going to be a free kick to Yorkshire Amateur. Absolute whack into the keeper. Keeper definitely knows the attack is going to be there now. As it was a good punch away anyway. Hey. So, good opportunity for the Ammers here to rebuild and get the possession back with this free kick, just inside obviously their own area. So we're about 18 minutes gone in this match, still 0-0 here, waiting for our first clear-cut opportunity of the game. As it's a Culverwell sprays it out to that left wing, aimed towards Stewart, who passes it down, goes to Lemon, whose clearance is more higher than it is longer. Goodwin tosses it in midfield, knocks it down. Finlaw puts the tackle in, but that tackle is deemed to be a foul. It's a free kick just inside the centre of the Stocksbridge half, and it's going to be quickly taken to Stewart here. On here to Ben Gordon, passes it to Priestley. I mean, that was actually Sarant there, but Priestley tries to cross it in, but it's gone in and hit the side netting. So that is a goal kick to Stocksbridge Park Steelers. Thank you to everyone who's listening today. Obviously, we know there's always plenty of interest for these away days, and obviously, unfortunately, a lot of you still struggling in isolation going into the new year. Hopefully, this commentary will give you something to enjoy and a good way of connecting with Stocksbridge. So Ed Hall prepares to take this goal kick here. So he's going to aim it towards the centre of the field. Aimed at Luke Mangum. Mangum's going to win the header, knock it onto Crofts. There it goes to Turner, but Yorkshire just about clear. Finn goes higher and Finlaw knocks it on. Crofts passes to Turner there. Turner's gone to Mangum on that right wing, puts a low cross in, but it's well cleared by Yorkshire Amateur there, and it's another corner kick, and that's another one that's gone into the gardens on the opposite side. So another corner, this time from the right-hand side for Stocksbridge. I'm just trying to see who's going forward. I can see Lee Cooksey is going forward, and Liam McFadden looks like he's going forward as well, with Finlaw coming in, Curtis Turner, coming back to cover in case of a break. See and Sam Finlaw just waiting there about halfway in the Yorkshire Amateur half. So It looks like it's Josh Nodder's going to take one away an in-swinger because we've got one player on the goalkeeper to try, and a bit of pushing and shoving happening in the box as the goal goes in. Culverwell gets the palm onto it. Crofts races onto it, sprays it onto that right wing back to Nodder. Nodder's first time crosses in towards the far post, and Culverwell claims it very well. A very confident goalkeeper, it looks like. Culverwell claims that very well in the end. And that attack is stopped for now. So yeah, as you may have seen on our social medias, we have launched our fan club, the Steels Club, today. If you're interested, do get in touch. It's going to be £60 for the year with lots of great incentives. So Yorkshire have the ball up pitch here with their number 10, and eventually knocks it off Lemon for a throw-in. Yeah, that was basic, that. So Yorkshire with the ball here, going to try and knock it forward, but Finlaw intercepts. It's gone back to Stewart here, and he's pulled off the ball there by Curtis Turner. I mean, he was going to hit that forward for Luke Mangum to chase. Ben Gordon has him pass it here to Luke Dean. Luke Dean's been closed down. Goodwin wins that ball out, but it's going to be a throw-in and a throw-in to Yorkshire Amateur at that. So a few good tussles in midfield that we've been able to see. Nothing, again, clear-cut in the attacking opportunities. We are 21 minutes gone as Yorkshire hit that ball forward. Liam McFadden heads it back towards it. There's a bit, ball's bounced as that Goodwin tussles with it with Crawford, but Goodwin pushes Crawford down, and that's going to be a free kick just inside the own half, in the Stocksbridge half. So, and then Yorkshire are actually going to push quite a few people forward here, as I would expect a decent kick forward here. They've got a big physical side, Yorkshire Amateur. They'll be up for this physical battle at the moment, as they've pushed everyone onto the edge of that penalty box area. As Luke Dean prepares to take that, he's actually going to send it down this left wing here for a fight with Elliot Walk here for Stewart, and actually it's going to end up going out on its own without taking a single touch. So a bit of a waste of a free kick there for Yorkshire Amateur, as Elliot Walk now has this throw in right deep in his own half, just by his own penalty box area. He's going to aim it downfield towards Ross Goodwin. It's gone over Goodwin's head. Mangum's going to nod it on. It's headed back by Yorkshire Amateur. That header's going to be missed there by number 8. It's gone forward here to Nathaniel Cross. Nathaniel Cross being closed down, tries to spin his way around it, but he gets tripped in the process, and that's a free kick for Stocksbridge Park Steels, as Nathaniel looked to take the quick one, but it was stopped there by the referee. Eventually does take the quick one to Jordan Lemon on this left-hand side. Jordan Lemon's going to cut inside with a pass, going to aim it, a big crossfield pass. That's going to go right into Culverwell's arms. Culverwell's going to throw it right here for Casey Stewart. His touch goes to Ross Duggan here, the big forward. Not Duggan, I do apologise. But whoever it was, he's actually just hit a long through pass that's gone right to Ed Hall. So Ed Hall's got the chance to kick the ball up forwards here. He slips it his way, but Mangum's going to tussle with it anyway. It's going to go past him, cleared away by Yorkshire Amateur towards Casey Stewart. Walker's closing him down there. Stewart is able to turn him though. And as Walker does stay with him very well here, hits it forward for Priestley to chase, and Priestley's going to actually get it right here. He's nicked away from Ed Hall. Priestley takes the shot and he hits it over. Biggest chance of the game so far. As Priestley actually robs it just before Ed Hall can get to it. Defenders, Stocksbridge defenders do get back to block the line as Ed Hall is caught in no man's land, but Priestley ends up trying curling the ball over. Good chance for Yorkshire Amateur, still 0-0 here after 23 minutes. Here, Yorkshire Amateur 0, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. So good opportunity there for Yorkshire Amateur to take the lead, probably the best opportunity from the home side we've seen so far. Side have had a longer break than most because of their unfortunate issues with COVID over the last few weeks, and obviously a few games got called off before due to various weather issues. But they're looking quite fresh for this fight, as obviously Stockbridge had their abandoned game they were leading 1-0 as Yorkshire managed to win that tussle with the goal kick, but in the end there's a foul being given for the Steels. Just inside the Yorkshire Amateur half. As Finlaw has it here, as I can see a run being done by Curtis Turner. It's gone right to Curtis Turner. He's been held up here inside the box. Tries back to Nodder. Nodder's going to take the first time shot. Curls just wide. And there, just a good opportunity for Steels right after the Yorkshire have won, as Turner's run is really well found from Finlaw's free kick. He knocks it back to Nodder. First time hits the shot, curling, rasping. Nodder loves it in that position, but unfortunately this time it goes just wide of that far post. Still 0-0 here. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Yorkshire Amateur. This talented side, Yorkshire Amateur, obviously had that great start to the season. It might tailed off a bit now, but for the first time in the league, performing very well in mid-table. With a win, could overtake the Steels as there's a battle in midfield, and Goodwin heads Heads up forwards, but Yorkshire have got it back now, and they're now going to start with the attack here with Crawford, and he's turned out to Casey Stewart here on this left-hand side. There's been a duel all day so far. This with Walker, he's cuts it inside for the pass, and he's knocked back down by the Yorkshire forward, but in the end it's cleared. He's gone right to Basic though, as Basic is having a tussle with Nodder on the left-hand side. Basic wins out, and he got further down. Nodder still chasing. Nodder gets the tackle in, and it's a throw-in to Yorkshire Amateur on this left-hand side, right towards the corner flank. And I can just see a couple of options, and Luke Dean's trying to make himself an option, but he's mostly surrounded by Stocksbridge players. Not many options for him. He does find Luke Dean, who gets it right back here. Now with Luke Dean again, tries to pass it back to Basic. Basic's going to put the cross in, but it's going right to Ed Hall there. It's a cross that's too close to him. Easy enough for the Stocksbridge keeper to claim it. But some decent play there from Yorkshire as the still 0-0 here after 26 minutes. We're over halfway through this first half as we still wait for the opening goal. Ed Hall's going to clear this out, aim towards Luke Mangum here, but it's going to be won out by Shari. Headed back, but then to Fadden, and it's another aerial battle. And it's down on the ground there with Yorkshire as they look to push into attack, and it's going to be a free kick to Yorkshire after some shirt pulling. And while they tried to take the quick one, the referee is not allowing it today. Doesn't seem to like these quick free kicks being taken. And he's held it back, so Yorkshire will have to retake this free kick. It's just inside their own half in that centre circle, and he's passed it back to their right back here, Smith. And that's actually intercepted there by Nathaniel Crofts. Crofts is on a big run here. It's going central, he's been covered by two. He's past them, and he's going down, but no free kick is given. There, despite the appeals from the Stocksbridge management team, and now Gordon has it here on this left-hand side. He's shot, pass is blocked by Goodwin. It's going to McFadden here, who's going to fight with it with Duggan. It's sprayed out to Turner here. Turner's going to try and find Luke Mangum here on the left-hand side. Mangum holds that down really well. He's here on the edge of the box. He's going to pass it down to Cross. Cross then passes it right back to Mangum. Mangum takes the shot, and it's going to go just wide. Must have taken a deflection as the corner kick has been given for this one. So some really nice play there. Cross with the instant pass back as soon as it looked like he was more likely to cross it back to Mangum, and Mangum's shot takes the deflection, which takes that sting out of it, and it's going to be a corner kick. I think Josh Nodder's going to be the one there as we see some more defenders going. Stocksbridge aren't filling the box though. We can see that it's probably only about 1, 2, 3, 4 players inside the box for Stocksbridge, so not many options for Nodder to aim at. He's going to aim it towards the far post, and Goodwin does get the head onto it, and Culverwell has to punch it out. Finlaw's tracking this down, going to spray it around to that right wing where Nodder's got quite a bit of space here. It's closed quickly down by two Yorkshire players, hits it with his right in towards that far post. Turner has the header there, and it's a bit of a scramble in the box there, and somehow Stocksbridge don't get it in. There, I think everyone got a touching in there from Stocksbridge, but none of them were aimed towards the goal, and eventually it's out for a goal kick and lap. A little bit of stress there for Yorkshire is over. Good opportunity there, though. It looks like everyone from Mangum to McFadden to Turner there tried to get it into the back of the net, but not to be in this case. Still 0-0 here after 28 minutes. Yorkshire Amateur and Stocksbridge Park Steels. So Culverwell's got this ball back now, so it's going to be a goal kick, as I said before. Just taking his time to take it. So, been a good match here so far. Nothing really major incidents, though, unfortunately, yet. As we wait for this goal kick to be taken. Big boot forward. It's aimed towards the central midfield area. What about Cooksey? Goodwin tries to head it to the left-hand side. Crofts does get that before it goes out for a throw-in on his own halfway lane. Forced back to Jordan Lemon. Lemon's going to hang a long ball forward for Luke Mangum to chase on that left wing. He does get it, actually, Mangum. And he's got plenty of options in the middle. He's going to actually try and get it to the edge of the area to Turner, but it's intercepted there, and Yorkshire Amateur cut out that attack. So poor pass from Mangum there as Amateur are held up from their attempted counter-attack. Stocksbridge do get it back through Lemon and Curtis Turner. Now he Crofts on this left-hand side. Well tackled there by Yorkshire Amateur. But Crofts has got it back there, back to Finlaw. He's going to try and spread out to that right wing for Elliot Walker to get on the end of, and Walker is going to beat his man there, beat Casey Stewart. This time Casey Stewart's on the defensive footing, and he actually gets his foot in Stewart to stop Walker on the attack, and it's a throw-in on this right-hand side. So good option from Finlaw to switch play to use Walker on that right-hand side and try and see if they can get a mismatch with Casey Stewart, though Stewart stands up well to the challenge. So the throw-in here on that right-hand side. It's going to be well defended here. It's gone to Duggan now, actually, with Yorkshire. So And they've got a throw in now further up, so well defended that by the home side. So we are 30 minutes gone now in this game, so long throw going to be taken aim towards Duggan. Fadden wins a bit of heads it out the back of Walker in the end, and now, and wow, well, I was just about to say, great opportunity there to got the passing move, but Priestley's big long ball's ended behind. That big long ball aimed towards it, and looked like, so the big long ball there was headed on there by, I think it was Crawford, but in the end that actually takes it out of the direction of the Yorkshire attackers, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Ed Hall's taking his time to go fetch that ball. Don't think he's going to run for anyone today. The goalkeeper for Stocksbridge. So yeah, 31 minutes gone in this game so far. Ed Hall takes it. We'll expect another goal kick. See some of the Stocksbridge players come out warming up in front of us. Could see the debut of Jack Bennett today, the striker from Emily. Seeing a lot of love for him from the Emily fans, and obviously came through their academy, so we'll see if we get to see him later on. Big long ball aimed towards Nathaniel Crofts. The number 2 Smith wins out there though, and now they're going to have the ball back. Big challenge miss by Finlaw. That challenge also missed by Turner, but he got the player as well, so that's a free kick to Yorkshire Amateur as Crawford tried to build a play out of it. And actually, it looks like the referee is going to call Curtis Turner over for a second. So you had a few referees that do not like to give bookings out, but we might be about to see one here as he's having a little chat with Curtis Turner. We're going to see our first booking of the game for this one. Did clip him on as a potential counter-attack, but no booking, just a chat there. We'll chat there for Curtis Turner. So we wait for this free kick just inside the Stocksbridge half here. Aim towards Priestley on the far side. Priestley heads it back inwards. McFadden blocks it. Priestley gets the ball back. Puts it back to Luke Dean. Luke Dean takes a shot and it goes over. Right, decent idea that from Luke Dean. Very powerful shot, but it's going over there, and Ed Hall doesn't ever look worried by it. I almost go there because I can see the fence there, but back there is open for probably to go find some of the shots that have gone over. As we're 32 minutes into this match, still 0-0 here at the Southern Stadium between here Yorkshire Amateur and Stocksbridge Park Steels. So Ed Hall here with the goal kick. Takes it right, it's aimed centrally, aimed this time towards Josh Nodder. He gets Summit onto it, but that's going to actually just go out for a throw-in there. Yorkshire Amateur will get the ball back on this occasion. So there is Crawford with it, wins that tussle with Goodwin, managed to pass it to Gordon, and he tries to send it down the channel, but Fadden's got it, and Priestley does get a touch onto it, and that takes it out for the throw-in. That touch stops McFadden having a big clearance up, and Walker's got the free throw-in here inside your own half. He's taken a few steps up, and actually that has to be warned by Cooksey there not to take any more steps up, because otherwise he might have been penalised. Still takes a few steps up anyway, and that throw-in is retained by Yorkshire and actually knocked out again for another throw-in further down the line, which Walker's going to run up and take that one as well. As Stockbridge just edge their way down on the pitch here. Stockbridge, not many click opportunities. Good chance early on by Mangum, but that was blocked. As Finlaw tries to send it down the line here. Can't really see if anyone's onto it. Well, it was aimed towards Curtis Turner there, who was on that right wing, but it was too over-hit, and it's a goal kick now for Yorkshire Amateur to take 33 minutes into this game. Still 0-0. So I wouldn't expect this to finish as a 0-0, as some of my research came up that there is yet to be a league game under Ian Richards where Stockbridge haven't actually scored yet. Only one game that we have not seen a goal from Ian Richards' side this season, and it was the 2-0 loss to Widnes in the FA Trophy. So it's just we need some more of those clean sheets to get the wins there. As Turner here heads it out to that left wing to Nathaniel Crofts. He gets it down well. He's closed down by Smith, but Crofts just about passes him here. Crofts had a chance to put it into the byline, passes Mangum. Oh, and the touch there from Nodder is just too heavy, can't hold it onto it now, but Finlaw has it on the right hand side. Sends it down for Elliot Walker to chase with Case Stewart, but Case Stewart's covering it well, and it looks like that's going to go out for a goal kick, and it does go. Good covering there from Casey Stewart. That's a battle to watch for the rest of this game, is this one between Elliot Walker and Casey Stewart. We've seen him on essentially with both Stewart and Walker both attacking and defending in equal turns at the moment. Fun one to watch, but the defenders winning on both sides, so as it's a goal kick here to Yorkshire Amateur. As we're probably about 10 minutes away from half-time now. That goal kick's right to McFadden, who heads it out. Mangum tries to knock it on. Nodder's chasing it, but Culwell clears, and Nodder gets a push over by the goalkeeper for his money there. Lemon heads it away that, but it's gone right to a Yorkshire player here on this right wing here for the amateurs. Can pass it back here and spray it across as they look to Kate's side, and Mangum's proper robs Luke Sharry there, and Sharry manages to tackle it out, and now it's a throw in here on the right hand side, just on the halfway line that Walker's going to take. Walker's going to aim it towards Nodder here. Nodder passes it back, but that pass is missed, and the amateurs have it back here. He's going to try and knock it forward here, but Cooksey blocks it. The clearance is more backwards, and it's McFadden heads it right into a dangerous position. Priestley tries to kick it out the arms of Hall. As Hall gets it, it still manages to keep the ball, and he's cleared out to Crofts here on this left-hand side. Crofts tries to beat him, and he's knocked a bit, and he peels for the free kick, Crofts, and he gets said free kick. So the free kick just stops out. A bit of danger there. Priestley is not afraid to challenge the goalkeeper. I wonder if Hull will have to be alive for that more as the game goes on, because he's definitely trying to sneak one in, and he is the leading scorer for Yorkshire Amateur with 6 goals, and that's probably how he's got quite a few of them. So free kick here on this left-hand side, just inside the Stocksbridge half. John Lem's going to take it here with his right foot in towards Crofts on this byline. Crofts has got it on the byline as well. He's been faced up here by Smith. Here he's got just the one man to beat. Cuts it back here, and he tries to cross it in, but it's blocked, and eventually Yorkshire Amateur do clear as on that right wing here as they look to press forward here, and it looks like they've got the offside trap being beaten here by Yorkshire Amateur. He's going clear. Striker beaten. It's a goal for Yorkshire Amateur there. I haven't seen it clear. It is. He's beaten the offside trap there completely. I'm just waiting for the number to turn so I can tell you the goal scorer here. I'll wait for an announcement. It's the sorry, I haven't got the name of him, the goal scorer yet, but Yorkshire Amateur have taken the lead. Their striker just there has broken the offside trap completely, and the Ammers have taken this lead here, and it's Ross Duggan, the goal scorer. The goal scorer in the last game, just so Ross Duggan, he broke the offside trap completely, went clear, and went 1-1 with Ed Hall, and he finishes past him. It's now 1-0 to Yorkshire Amateur after 37 minutes. It's so much like in that Stockton match now, Stocksbridge will have to climb back into it. They did, obviously, we went one behind in that game against Stockton, got back into it. We're 2-1 ahead until that own goal from Cooksey level things up. So, and the kickoff is taken, and it's on to Nodder here, right to Ross Goodwin. Ross Goodwin's going to try and fight in Crofts here, heads it down back here to Nodder. The challenge is in, but Lemon's going to try and get this sprayed ball out to now Crofts on this left wing here. He's tackled though, but Turner's Gaverdick's going to knock it forward here to Josh Nodder. Josh Nodder dances the ball a bit inside the box, gets to the byline, takes a shot, side netting. Josh Nodder. Stocksbridge going right back onto it as they look to try and get right back into this game, but unfortunately that is a side netting hit there for Josh Nodder. So it's 1-0 now to the Yorkshire Amateurs. If you missed that goal from Ross Duggan, going clear from a through ball, from a counter-attack, beat the offside trap, 1-on-1, finishing very calmly past Ed Hall. 38 minutes gone in this one on at the Southern Stadium, and Yorkshire Amateur would overtake the Steels with a win here. Would give them a good opportunity to build for the second half of the season, as both sides are looking to make a push for the playoffs here. So Culver will take this goal kick. It's aimed right at Cooks, who heads it back out, and now Nodder's got it here. And so one of the Yorks players is down, injured, but the game is continuing as Stocksbridge put that ball in. It's past everyone. Poor cross there, and Casey Stewart has it, and Casey Stewart's going to kick it out, while this Yorkshire player that I just haven't been able to catch the number of seems to receive some treatment here. So it's just a short stoppage in play for now. Obviously, the game was played on, so some of the Yorkshire players not pleased with that. The Yorkshire player there is getting up though and looks okay. He's just going to head off for a bit. Well, so it does look like we're going to get the game back underway in a second. So Stocksbridge with a few more minutes, about 6 more minutes in this half to try and get back into the half level, but as Goodwin will throw the ball right back to Culverhill as part of the fair play. Culverhill here not had any major saves to make. Culverhill, I mean, has not had many major saves to make yet, but has claimed the ball well. Looked very strong in it as he takes a big boot up, aimed towards Ross Duggan, and with his shoulder knocks out to the left-hand side for Casey Stewart. Casey Stewart here with a right foot will try and swing that in, and Lemon's going to get a touch on it, and the Yorkshire player manages to actually get hold of it, put it across ball, and no one is there, thankfully, and a bit of danger there for Stocksbridge. They're still 1-0 to Yorkshire amateurs, but it could have been 2 if there was a striker hanging around there as the throwing begins here. And it looks like Dean there. Dean's going to put a crossing aim towards the far-hand side where Basic is, but looks like Lemon's got it, and Lemon's going to get pulled around a bit, and that's a free kick to Stocksbridge, and that's going to end that attack in the 40th minute here, 1-0 to the Yorkshire amateurs so far in this game. So Ed Hall's going to take this free kick. It is just on the far corner of his box, actually, this free kick. He's going to have, he's going to take another step, though. So, yeah, disappointing, obviously, for Stocksbridge to essentially well, go behind here. Obviously, not many clear-cut opportunities. That one was, though. There were appeals for offside afterwards. I was in line with it. It didn't really look that offside to me, but we'll see what Ian says after the match. We'll obviously have the post-match interview. No highlights today, unfortunately. Shout out to our cameramen, Ashton and Liam. Unfortunately, I've got COVID at the moment, so unfortunately no highlights for this one. Hope they get better soon. As that free kick coming straight out for a throw into Yorkshire Amateur on that far-hand side. So Smith's going to throw it in here for Yorkshire Amateur, but it's cleared by Cooksey in the end, aimed towards Mangum. Mangum's going to head it on, Nodder tries to get onto it, but it's cleared again, and that is going to be another throw-in on that far-hand side for Stocksbridge. So 41 minutes gone in this game so far. This big long throw actually here, right, to Matt Nodder, but it's again tackling, it's cleared out. So another throw, but this time just on the edge of the area for Stocksbridge. So there is an opportunity here to build and try and see if an opportunity can be created from a throw-in, and with all the options for Lemon going into the box, it's going to be a long throw from it. Definitely is. It's aimed right in the centre area. It's knocked on, but Culverwell claims that at the near post, and you can't fault Culverwell's game so far for Yorkshire Amateur. He's been very strong in their goal, claiming everything. While he's not had any major impressive saves to make, he's not looked shaky in that goal, and anytime the ball goes near him, it's going to be his ball, basically. So he's going to clear out and he's aimed towards left-hand side, and actually it's intercepted here. Nodder's got to get run onto right-hand wing here. So it's an opportunity here. Nodder to knock it on for Goodwin here on the right-hand side. He crosses in and it's blocked, and it's going to be a corner kick, and that's got another one that's gone into the gardens on the opposite side. I think that's 3 that's gone into those gardens in the side that Stocksbridge are attacking so far. So good opportunity here for Stocksbridge from this corner kick, about 42 minutes in. Still, it's 1-0 to Yorkshire Amateur. Here's Nodder's been taking the ones on the right-hand side so far, and can't really excuse taking it because of just the way the bench has blocked the view from this stand. The corner is aimed to the far post. It's headed on by Stocksbridge. It's headed out. Finlaw's got it. He's going to hand it back to the right-hand wing. Nodder's going to put that ball right back in there, aimed towards that far post. It's a bit overhit, and that header from Goodwin there wouldn't have counted even if it hadn't gone in, because of he's gone over on his defender essentially. So it's a free kick here to Yorkshire Amateur. Still 1-0 to the home side. So we're 43 minutes into this first half here, so I've not seen any indication for added time. To be honest, I don't see much reason for any added time. We've only had that brief stoppage from when the Yorkshire player went down for a bit, but he wasn't down for very long. The game actually continued for a while afterwards as this goal kick is taken aimed, and Cooks isn't going to lose out on that header there, but Finlaw won't, and he's headed back forward. But now it's with Sharry here, who's going to carry the ball here. He's going to send it to the left-hand side. Here with Yorkshire, they're going to beat Elliot Walker as Yorkshire build this on the left-hand side here. So push over on Duggan as Duggan holds the ball from McFadden, and it's a dangerous free kick here for Yorkshire Amateur on this left-hand side as we are 44 minutes in. It's not very long to go in this first half, and the Ammers have a great opportunity here to go 2 ahead as the floodlights start to turn on here on New Year's Day. Happy New Year to everyone listening so far. Thank you for tuning in. And as it looks like Casey Stewart's going to take this free kick, it's just about a few feet away from the corner of the penalty box, so it's one that's more likely to be whipped in, though I do remember Stocksbridge conceding one like this not so long ago. So we'll see what Stewart picks. Ed Hall's in the middle of the goal, so he hopefully eliminated any chance of that curling in. So Stewart takes the free kick, it's curled in, and it was a good ball, it's headed away, and the chase is on for it, and Crawford's won it, pass it back to Sharry. Terry's drill shot takes a deflection off Cooksey, and it's a corner kick to Yorkshire. It was a very, very powerful shot, and I'm not sure if Ed Hall would have seen much of it because of the amount of players in front of him. So Yorkshire really piling on the pressure towards the end of this half. 45 minutes gone. I'd expect full time any minute now, probably after this corner kick, because I've not seen any added time being given. So just this corner kick, I'm trying to think if the amateurs have had a corner kick yet in this game. They've sent a few players up for it as well. Probably about 5 players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the box. It's a good corner on the edge of the 6-yard area of the corner, but it's missed everyone. It's going to trail out, I think. Well, Yorkshire actually have gained the ball back, but he's tackled there well by Elliot Walker, and he's won the throw-in off him. Ross Goodwin, I mean, not Elliot Walker. I don't know how I mix those two, to be honest. So we're still waiting for... So half-time should be enemy now as Lutterman runs over to go take this throw-in. 45 minutes have gone in this game so far. Unfortunately, Stocksbridge are losing 1-0 thanks to that goal from Ross Duggan on the 37th minute. As Lemon picks a long throw for Goodwin, heads it on, and it's knocked out by Yorkshire, so it's another throw-in further on. So we'll probably end up seeing a rinse and repeat of that attempt again, as this time Lemon throws it and aimed at Goodwin. It's gone over Goodwin's head, it's gone to Crofts here on the left-hand side. Crofts trying to use a bit of pace, but he's closed down well. He's gone down the left-hand side, he's knocked out, and he's actually running out himself, so that's going to be a throw-in for Yorkshire Amateur on the opposite side now. So, again, it's about 4 to 6 minutes in now. I'd say we're 1 minute into the added time. What's been given, we haven't seen any board, and that is half-time here at the Southern Stadium. So it's currently Yorkshire Amateur 1, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. It's a cagey affair of very few chances, but Yorkshire Amateur took the big chance they got as Ross Duggan burst through, beat the offside trap, went one-on-one with Ed Hall and finished past him. It is 1-0 to Yorkshire Amateur. Will Stocksbridge be able to come back? We'll see you in the second half. Thank you very much for tuning in so far.
When everything was shut down, it didn't matter.
Will you please welcome Stocksbridge Park Steels. Scorer for Stocksbridge, number 9, Luke Mangan.
I don't know what anyone's having.
Alex O'Connor, number 8, Ross Godwin, number 9, Luke Mangum, number 10, Andy Ring, number 11, Nat Crofts, substitutes for Stocksbridge, number 12, Jack Tinker, number 14, Lee Cooksey, number 15, Josh Millen, and number 16, Sam Scriven. For Dunstan, number 1, Liam Connell, number 2, Craig Baxter, number 3, Luke Forrett, number 4, non-league's favourite electrician, Phil Turnbull, number 5, Dan Capewell, number 6, Michael Hall, number 7, Liam Thayer, number 8, and captain Michael Pearson, number 9, Sado Jallo, number 10, Jake Stafford, and number 11, Jack Elliott. Substitutes for Dunstan. Goal scorer for Stocksbridge, number 9, Luke Mangan. Goal for Johnston, another goal for Sado Jallo. Johnston's goal scored by number 7, Liam Fear.
Stocksbridge Park Seals, led out by Tony Green, retired Staff Sergeant, Royal Engineers, Sheffield Branch, Tim Kerson, Royal British Legion, Stocksbridge Band, Damien Wheeler, Royal Navy Association, Royal British Legion, and Tony Roebuck, President of Branch, Sergeant, Prince of Wales, Own, Regiment of Yorkshire, Steph Bowles, and Nick Golab of the Royal Engineers, Sheffield Branch.
Hello and welcome back to the Southern Stadium here. Currently 1-0 to Yorkshire after that first half goal with Ross Duggan. Some controversy over it as many of the Stockbridge players claim it were offside. We'll have to see what in the video footage afterwards to see if it was. I didn't think it was when it first was, but I've heard some fans afterwards definitely claim it wasn't. But also we're Stockbridge fans as the game has kicked off with Yorkshire now going from left to right in the white shirt, navy blue shorts and red socks. Stocksbridge going right to left in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks here. So Sam Finlaw here has got the ball. He's going to try and knock it to the left. Nodder's going to knock it on here to Lemon. He's going to hit it over, and Mangum doesn't chase for it because he's bleeding in offside position. So it's going to go back to Culverhill now, who clears it on and aimed towards Finlaw. Finlaw just about wins it out, but in the end, the number 8 there for Yorkshire is able to spray it out. And they're on the attack now. Priestley here into the right, but well intercepted by Jordan Lemon there. And he knocks it to Ross Goodwin, who's going to just manage to evade some of those challenges, pass it back to McFadden. McFadden actually has to chase that before clearing it towards Cross. Cross tries to knock onto Mangum. Mangum now has it here. Back it on, waiting for people to overlap. Tries to take it leftwards, but that pass out aiming towards Nodder is poor, and it's well intercepted. And now it's with Basic here, who knocks it onto the right wing here with Ross Duggan here on that right. Duggan's going to head it towards the centre. It's a good cross. It's just takes a knock touch, and then it just cleared by Stocksbridge. Yeah, so Yorkshire on the attack straight away here in the second half. They look to kill off this game. Stocksbridge have it in the defence now and clear it towards this right-hand side with Elliot Walker there. Elliot Walker now plenty of space here on this right-hand side. Actually, no one in front of him here. He's got plenty to run into. Passes it centrally to Curtis Turner. Turner tries to release Crofty on the right-hand side, but it's over here. And Gordon, the former Chelsea player, will gather that and pass it between another defender before clearing it away. It's Goodwin with all the space over to head it down for Turner, who heads it back on into towards Cross. Cross gets the touch onto it. He's tackled though, and that is now clear out to this right-hand side with Duggan, who takes it to Basic here on the right wing, and he's got Jordan Lemon up to him. Basic's going to pass it inwards back to Duggan. Duggan passes man. Duggan with a shot, and it's 2-0. Ross Duggan with the second of this game, and if Stocksbridge wanted the quick start, they got a nightmare start instead to this second half as the Hammers now 2-0 ahead and cruising to a victory and condemning the Steels to a loss here in the new year. So yeah, it was some obviously very lively play to begin this first half as both teams really pushing forward, but Basic there found Duggan with a great pass. Duggan burst through, and it's a fantastic finish there inside the box from the striker. 3 goals in 2 there for him, and now he's a mountain to climb for the Steels if they want to get anything out of this game here. So yeah, really, really bad start for Stocksbridge in the second half now, as they're now 2-0 behind here, and only just like basically a minute into this second half as the kickoff's now taken off. Walker's passed it to McFadden here and sent up for defence. McFadden's going to try and drill this down the right wing here, but it's onto a Yorkshire player. Some closing down doesn't work as the Yorkshire player clears it towards me essentially, and it's out for a throw in 2 Stocksbridge on this left-hand side, which Lemon's going to run over to take. So Lemon here on this left-hand side throw, and he's got no options near him, so it's going to be another long throw from the full-back here. It'll be a long throw aimed towards Goodwin. Goodwin doesn't get it, he's headed back out, but Turner's going to head it towards, and Nodder here is going to try and get his foot on. Shots taken there by Mangum, it's blocked, and good defending by Yorkshire. It would have been great for Nodder that it was inside the 6-yard box. Just couldn't bounce right for Nodder, or so it'd been a near certain goal for the winger. But instead, Yorkshire are just able to defend that after it's eventually cleared out to Mangum's shot was blocked, and with Culverwell now, who's rolled it onto the ground ready for his clearance, and he's going to hit that in forwards, aim towards Duggan, who's fighting out with Cooksey. And they've managed to win out that ball, but the tackle is in, and Walker knocks it back to McFadden, who will clear. And it's headed on, and actually it's headed on for Mangum here on this right wing side with a bit of space here. It's closed down here by their number 5, and it's in the end he's tackled, and it's past Yorkshire have retained possession here. And in the end it's now cleared out for a throw to Stocksbridge. So Stocksbridge really do need to get quickly back into this game if they want to get anything out of this 2-0 behind at the moment, and that throw-in isn't got by Yorkshire, who clear it, and then Stocksbridge have got it right into the probably almost in the fenced-off area near the phone mast. A really poor start for the Steels in the second half. They're 2-0 behind just 5 minutes into this second half. Throwing for Yorkshire on this far side. As they pass it around a bit, it's with Sharry at the moment. He's evading a couple of challenges, and the challenger now, Mangum here, passes it back to Goodwin. Gets it Nodder here centrally. Nodder tries to free Mangum here on the right side. Mangum's free on the right side. He takes the shot. He's got no it's too far wide, Mangum. It's great football, but there's no options for Mangum to aim across that, so he has to take the shot himself. And actually, during that play, one of the Yorkshire players has been injured, so we're going to have a brief stoppage in play while that is dealt with at the moment. He's not moved since, and he's just kneeled over in pain as the ref, just being attended to by some of his other players at the moment. So yeah, some good play there from Stocksbridge as Mangum was found plenty of space on the right wing side. The only problem was that Mangum being the sole striker, there's no one overlapped into central midfield, into the central attacking area. So unfortunate there that there was just no options there for Mangum to aim at. Mangum had to take the shot himself, and in the end it was well saved by Culverwell, who's been very strong in the Yorkshire goal all game, though has been forced into some on-target saves now. So it looks the Yorkshire player that was down is now up and well again. So with Culverwell now, who's going to take the big boot upfield towards his right wing area, aimed towards Priestley. The ball bounces before Priestley has now got onto it, tries to knock it forward, but it's intercepted there. Turner's got it. Turner trying to get out to free Yorkshire players, does with Nodder. Nodder's going to fight forward to Luke Mangum, who almost tries to get his foot onto it to go down, but in the end, that fight is won out by Luke Dean, who clears it out, and now it's in central midfield. And a free kick given to Yorkshire there through Elliot Walker, pushing Casey Stewart over. So Stocksbridge are trying to get into attacks, trying to send some big play directly, try and get some long balls on for Luke Mangum to chase. Perhaps if this continues not to be able to get the goal, we could see the start. Jack Bennett come on, making his debut as Stocksbridge clear that away. Luke Mangum tries to knock it on, but Yorkshire gather the ball back. Sharry here on it now, but he's tackled here by Curtis Turner, and now Nodder has it on the left. Mangum we can see on the centre, and Mangum's, and I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot, but it wasn't very good, whatever it was, so that's going to go over the bar there. And now it got that attack there, a good opportunity won there by Curtis Turner will ultimately come to naught, and it's a goal kick to Yorkshire Amateur. So currently 52 minutes into this match, and it is 2-0 to the Ammers. 2 goals from Ross Duggan, who have not seen much of apart from his goals, but then again that's what you pay a striker for, so you can't complain about his performance as Culverwell takes this goal kick out, and it's going to go right out, and it's aimed more at the Ian Richards, at the Stocksbridge manager, than it is any of his own players, as Lemon takes a long throw here, aimed towards Mangum, but it's headed back down by the Smiths, and it's passed back to Smith after he heads out. It's cleared, Walker gets onto it there, clears it, but it's back to Yorkshire, and it's a big aerial fight here between Duggan and McFadden, and in the end no one really wins it, and Stocksbridge have the ball back here with Finlaw. Finlaw tries to send pass forward, and no one's there, and that quick bit of panic play from both sides ends with Culverwell having the ball at his feet and now picking it up with Mangum, moving in to force him to go a bit quicker than I think he was planning to do. So Stocksbridge are trying to turn this pace up in this game. They're trying to have a bit of urgency as they know they need a goal quickly if they want to have a good opportunity of getting back into this game. That ball was won by Nodder. Nodder heads it on. He wanted the throw in there, but it's not. It's going to go to Yorkshire's way as Smith looks to move on to it here for the throw-in. So yeah, in terms of attacking options for Stocksbridge on the bench, you've got Jack Bennett as the striker, who's not signed just before Christmas from Emily. You've also got Alex O'Connor, who's a more attacking midfield option. Now it looks like it's Smith there who's going down after an altercation. So looks a bit winded at Smith, the fullback for Yorkshire, and naturally going to be Josh Nodder's going to be called over here for it, and I can see a card coming out, and it's going to be a brief chat with Nodder. I think the referee's actually going to let this one go for a bit, is he? We'll just try to check on the body language. And it will be a booking for Josh Nodder, the first booking of the game for the winger for that late challenge on Smith there. So Sharry's got the free kick here on this right-hand side, just inside the Stocksbridge half. He's going to aim this into the far end of the box. here. It's headed away by Stocksbridge, but it looks like Yorkshire's going to get the ball back, but it's blocked there by the Steels, and they've got the ball now, and Elliot Walker has it on the right-hand side, and Curtis Turner here is going to try and start attack through, and Crofts here centrally. He's going to try and beat his man. It's bouncing a bit between the feet in the defender. Crofts has the ball back when he's tackled. It's Turner's got it here and spread it out to Mangum on this right wing. Mangum passes it back to Curtis Turner. Curtis Turner tries to find the pass through, and it's blocked, and that attack stopped as Curtis Turner can't find the pass through, and that there was an attempt at a counter-attack there by Yorkshire as they tried to find Adam Priestley on the left wing, but it's overhit, and that's going to be a throw-in as Stocksbridge now get the ball back, and we'll try and see if they can launch another attack, throw-in inside their own half for the Steels here. We're about 55 minutes into this game. That throwing in, Steels will knock it forward, but it's intercepted by Amateur, who clear up forward, and McFadden will head it out, but it's a high header, so it's there to Casey Stewart there for Yorkshire Amateur. He's been closed in by about 3 Steels defenders, and the Steels defenders have won out there as Finlaw runs out the ball out back to Walker there, who clears it out, but it's gone right to Sharry, who's doing very well in that holding midfield role today. Gone to Luke Dean here, who's evaded a couple of challenges there as he danced around with it in the midfield. Tries the pass through to Duggan. Duggan, though, is stopped in his tracks by Goodwin, and Goodwin tackles, and it's now with Finlaw pushing it to Nathaniel Crofts. Back to Walker, who's going to find Mangum on this right wing. Luke Mangum here, who's going to run back a bit here, and he's actually tackled there behind the Youngster defender, but it's gone all the way to Elliot Walker, so Stockbridge retain possession. Back to Limit Fan, who's going to try and fall forward, but that ball forward is blocked, and now Yorkshire will try their own attack here. Send it out right to Duggan here, the goal scorer of 2 so far. He's going to try and looking for his hat trick, but he's tackled there by Cooksey there. He's going to straight out to the left wing here for Yorkshire, and it's going back to Basic, back to the left winger here of Yorkshire, who's going to try a shot with his right hand foot, but it's blocked by Cooksey, and it's with Turner who clears it out, and it's gone to Smith, who puts it right back in there, but Goodwin heads that one out, only for it to be gathered by Yorkshire, have their own players run into each other, and Goodwin almost takes opportunity, but it's a good job Serrant was there for Yorkshire, else the Steels would have been able to challenge, and as that ball is booed back into the box, there is a foul on Liam McFadden, and it's a free kick just outside the area for Stocksbridge. I believe it was offside, but just to let you know, I can't actually see the linesman on the opposite side that Yorkshire attacking due just to the way this stand is set up. So Ed Hall now has it here with 57 minutes gone in this game. Ed Hall's going to aim it towards Nathaniel Crofts, but it's headed back out by the defender, and the ball punted right back forward here. Mangum's going to get onto this on this right wing. Mangum's got one player closing in. It's a lofted ball high, and it's to no one in particular, and it's going out for a goal kick. And that attack will come to nothing in the end. So it's 59 minutes gone in this game at the Southern Stadium. Yorkshire Amateur 2, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. 2 goals from Russ Duggan, giving Yorkshire the lead in this game. A good lead. Obviously, we've got more than half an hour to go, so plenty of opportunity for Stocksbridge to get back into this one, but it is going to be difficult. And they can't know as Stocksbridge are trying to up the urgency ever since that. And that kick is almost out for a goal kick. It's well kept in by Yorkshire, but it's gone to Nodder, who's going to knock the ball forward to Mangum's chasing it on this left wing now, fighting out with Smith, who's got the ball. Smith falls over, and a free kick is given there for Smith, just, I think, falling down more under his own steam than Mangum's, but in the end, it's going to be a free kick for Yorkshire. So any attempt at attack there has been stopped there, as Yorkshire will try and slow this game down a bit. I think perhaps get a bit too frenetic for them, as they want to try to slow this game down, kill it off. There's been a long time without a game for Yorkshire now, so they'll want to begin this year with a win. As that ball goes to Nodder there, and Mangum tries to head it back for Nodder, but it goes out for a throw-in, and that attempt of retaining possession doesn't really work out, and Smith's going to walk at a sedate pace, I think I'd argue, to take the throw-in here. 59 minutes gone in this game so far. 2-0 to Yorkshire Amateur. As Smith's going to take a long throw down in towards one of their attackers, Priestley, who heads it on, and it's going to bounce a bit there, and it's gone to Sharry, who's going to knock it on here to Crawford, and got the ball in the box here, takes a shot there, and it's just over from Yorkshire Amateur. A dangerous opportunity there, powerful shot, but it's going to go over there. I think the worry when you're facing an experienced side like Yorkshire Amateur are, a lot of guys in their 30s have been around the block, been at lots of non-league sides, is that they know how to close out a game like this. They've been in this sort of position lots and lots of times. They're not going to let go of a lead like this very easily as Hall takes this goal kick aimed towards, well, I thought it aimed towards Mangum. It goes to Goodwin, who knocks it down well. Turner, but he loses out on that one too. Crawford, who's passing it on here to the left wing here. Casey Stewart, who's having a good game, good duel with Elliot Walker, been entertaining to watch. As he has another one here, but Walker just pushes him out, and while Yorkshire trying to retain possession, it's not with Stewart. And it's been passed back to him now as Walker puts another tackle onto him, and he wins it out there, and he gets it to Crofts as well with a good bonus. And now it's knocked forward to Mangum, who takes a heavy touch, but 2 defenders on him, and he loses out though. It is a throw-in to the Steels as Crofts looks initially like he's going to take the quick throw-in, but now he's going to throw it back to Walker. Walker throws it in towards Mangum. Mangum tries to knock it on here, but Yorkshire have won the ball back here with Sharry. Sharry being a very good player in this game so far, been one of my favourites to watch actually. And Yorkshire do clear out, and it takes knock off a Steel's player, so it's a throw into them inside their own half. So 61 minutes gone in this game so far, 2-0 to Yorkshire Amateurs thanks to that brace from Ross Duggan on either side of the half. Any hopes of Stocksbridge getting quickly back into this game were ended by Ross Duggan's second goal, a powerful finish inside the areas. This throw-in is taking a bit of time to go in, and a few shouts from the Stocksbridge players because of that, but it is taking it. He's one of the Yorkshire players now. He tries the cross-field pass here, aimed towards Basic on the right wing. He's going to knock that forward here. To a player who can't tell the number because all the mud on his back, and that's going to go to Crawford now in central position. Here, the Yorkshire players are going to push it forward here now to Dean, I believe it is actually, on this right-hand side, back to Sharry, who's been closing by cross, but the little pass there evades him, and he's going to go right on this right wing now to Adam Priestley. He's going to send the cross in. It's a good cross, but it's headed out by Elliot Walker, and it's a corner kick to the Amateurs. So, Yorkshire Amateurs pressing here, looking for a third that would truly kill this game off. As a contest, if they manage to get this third, it would be a very, very disappointing start to the year, Stocksbridge, even if it just remains here as 2-0. The hope for the Steels would be that they have not actually, in every league game, they have actually scored since Ian Richards has taken charge, only not conceded once. And this as the corner goes in here, near post. Priestley tries to knock it on. Hall just about saves it, and it's cleared out, looking like for another corner, and Stocksbridge get off there on that one, and it's going to be another corner for Yorkshire Amateurs. Here's that with near post one, caused a lot of danger, but Hall manages to get saved for that. But it is another opportunity for the Amateurs from this corner kick as we wait for, I think, the football to be given to the guy taking the corner. So, taking a bit of time this, as I think Yorkshire deliberately slowing things down for their own end, which you can't blame them for it, or even at this stage, because 3 points is 3 points. This is how you get your 3 points. So, corner kick here, we can just see that one of their players is coming in as a short option as well. Quite a few players still up here. They've got 2 players back on the halfway line, and Luke Sharry there just halfway up. As this corner is, well, more aimed outside the box here towards that Casey Stewart, and that shot is blocked there. There was a plan then. It's on to Nodder there now. Back to Turner, who's going to send a shot over the defence, but no one's there really to chase it. And gone back to Smith, who passes back to Coville now, and Goodwin's going to chase that down. He's working very, very hard today, Ross Goodwin, to get back into this game. Tries to get that challenge in on Sharry, but Sharry just evades, and Sharry's going to clear that out there. Pass back to Smith here, who's going to clear that out, but that's going to be overhit from everyone. And Cooksy's going to gather that and pass it right back to Led Hall. Head Hall takes his opportunity for clearing out. He's going right to Adam Priestley. So Adam Priestley's going to take the shot, and Hall makes the save low to his right to make sure that doesn't go in. And poor clearance there really from Hall to go right to Priestley, but Hall recovers well there to make the save. And now it's another corner kick for the Yorkshire Amateurs here on the 64th minute here in this game. 2-0 to the Amateurs. So wait for this corner kick to go in. Just go. Haven't got any of the other scores so far, and first I'll try go around the grounds and see what is happening elsewhere. Well, while we wait for this corner to go in, Stocksbridge will drop down to 11th with Yorkshire Amateur overtaking them into 10th place with this result. As you can see again, Yorkshire Amateur having a short option but not taking it, sent right into the box, and Hall claims it, drops it for a second, but then falls down onto the 6-yard box, and actually Hall staying down for a bit there as he has to get up now, so any worries there is over. And so Hall there is going to roll that ball onto the ground there. Well outside his box, he's going to look for the big kick up and try and launch the attack himself if he can. Hall does. It's aimed towards Luke Mangum. Luke Mangum stops as it goes over his head, and Yorkshire Amateur retain possession here on this left wing. Casey Stewart there fighting out with Elliot Walker. Passed back there, and Walker's left his foot in on Casey Stewart there, and there's going to be a free kick there. And Stewart, and actually some treatment I think is going to be needed for the winger there. So yeah, while we have this stoppage in play, we'll take you around the ground. So it's in the seaside battle between Cleethorpes Town and Bridlington Town. It's 1-0 to Cleethorpes. It's 0-0 between Dunstan and Mask. Mask having only their second loss of the season when they lost 2-1 to Stockton on the 27th. Worksop Town are beating Frickley 1-0 away at Frickley. Liversedge League leaders are, as you'd expect, beating Pontefract 1-0, as looks like this free kick is about to be taken. So we'll just wait for Luke Sharry to have a big boot forward, and it's going to look like he's trying to find Duggan there, and eventually the defence. I looked at claims there of a pass back. Looked like it was actually one to me as Hall quickly takes that out, and it's going to bounce on. Nodder gets a touch onto it. There's a bit of a push on Nodder. Nodder goes over. Penalty kick to Stocksbridge Park Steels as Nodder goes over on the push. Hall's big long kick. Jamie Green, the goalkeeper coach, is calling for a red card. Ed Hall's long kick has outfoxed the entire Yorkshire fence. Nodder's got a decent enough touch onto it, and it's a big push over on him, and he's earned the penalty as Luke Mangum steps up for, I believe, only Stocksbridge's third penalty of the season. So it's Mangum there, just ready to take it. It's a great opportunity for the Steels to get back into this one. Mangum, having 2 penalties so far this season, has scored both, one against Frickley, one against Dunstan. But we have seen Culverwell, who's a very, very good goalkeeper. So the whistle's taken. Mangum stepping up. Mangum takes it. Save! And it's out for a corner. Still 2-0 to Yorkshire Amateurs. Mangum's penalty is saved. It was a good penalty towards that right side, but Culverwell gets down quickly to save it. Disappointing to see that penalty save. Mangum's first penalty miss of the season there. And he can't add to his tally of 10 goals so far. A gutting opportunity there for Stocksbridge. There. No card was given for that foul, by the way, just to let you know, despite some call from one of the Stocksbridge coaching staff for a red card there for the last man. As we get ready for this corner to be taken. There, Nodder will take it. It's going right in that 6-yard box area, and Culverwell punches it out. Crofts will have a head onto it, but there's call for a foul there, but nothing happened. It's cleared right to Sam Finlaw, who's going to try and find Nodder on the right wing. It's cut out, though, and found by Cooksey, who now sends it to Nodder on this right wing. Nodder is beating his man and he's tripped, and it's a free kick here to Stocksbridge. So Stocksbridge keeping it, despite that penalty miss, keeping the pressure on here with a free kick on this right-hand side here. So Nodder here will take this free kick here. So it's on the far right-hand side, level with the penalty box area. So it's a good opportunity here to whip one in. Mangum's just on the offside position right now. I imagine he'll cut back in before that's taken. Because actually, with somehow offside can count, that can, even if it doesn't go anywhere near Mangum, it counts as it just because he can be distracting the goalkeeper. So, Nodder here with, I can see there is a substitute being prepared here, I think. Trying to see what it is. Nodder takes a free kick, it deflects out, and it's going to hit that side net, and it's actually, I thought it was deflection actually, it's just a poor kick in the end, and now it's going to be a goal kick there, and that pressure is over. Just to update you on some of your scores while I wait for this goal kick. Ossett are beating Brighouse 1-0, that'll be a first win for their new manager, Yas Colliver. Pickering Town are beating Tadcaster Albion 1-0. Sheffield FC are actually, who we had the abandoned game with, are actually winning. They're winning 1-0 against Lincoln United. Both teams in the bottom 2 are winning today. Stockton Town are beating Shildon 1-0, and obviously we've got the result here. Well, the current score here, 2-0 to Yorkshire Amateurs. Just had that disappointment of Luke Mangum's penalty being saved by Culverwell. Is it just not going to be Stocksbridge's day here today, as that goal kick goes right to Priestley, who knocks it out, and it's going to be a throw in here, so Stocksbridge aren't going to be able to retain possession as we are seeing a substitute here for Stocksbridge. It looks like we are going to see the debut of Jack Bennett here, the former Emley striker. He's got a lot of support while coming here. And it looks like Nathaniel Croft is coming on for Jack Bennett here, so the lively striker from Emley. If you are a Steels fan that goes on your away travels, you'll have seen him play against Stocksbridge. When he played for Emley, scored against Stocksbridge as well. It was a great goal, actually. Cut right through, similar goal to what Duggan scored in that first half. So it's now Bennett's opportunity to make an impact on this game. He is a pacey striker. He's very talented, and we'll look forward to see what he'll offer in a Stockbridge shirt. There's a lot of tugging. He's gone right to Nodder, takes a shot from the throw-in, and it's a goal for Josh Nodder. Stocksbridge right back in this. Long throw's just gone through everyone. Josh Nodder's controlled it well, much like he did when he earned that penalty. Controlled it, drilled a shot into the bottom corner. It's 2-1. Stocksbridge back in this through Josh Nodder, his third goal in 3 games. So 2-1. So a fantastic goal there. Josh Nodder back, third goal in 3 games. And you have to say, if you're Jack Bennett, you've just come in and your team scored. He's going to tell the manager he's the good luck charm after this. So Yorkshire to restart the game, and there's a foul on Basic there. As so if you can hear just a bit of interference, as I believe that goal is being replayed by one of the fans in the stand there. So just as a free kick here for Luke Dean's got it on this right-hand side here. Yorkshire Amateur will try to see if they can restore that 2-goal advantage. So that run of every Ian Richards game in the league having a goal is going to continue with that Nodder strike there. But now it's a case of can they equalise. So Nodder there has got the ball in. You're going to pick it out for Mangum to chase. Mangum's got the beating of his defender so far. He's on the right-hand side though. He's not goal side of the defender. He's going away back and he tries to cut it back in, but his pass is blocked and he's going to follow that out while passing it back to Elliot Walker, who backs it to Josh Nodder here. Josh Nodder, confident Josh Nodder off that goal. He's going to be tackled there, though, well tackled. And Yorkshire are going to start on a counter-attack on their own through Basic, who's running down this left-right wing now. And he's beaten his man, Basic, a big turn of pace there from the Serbian winger. And he's going to cut inside the box here. He's going to try and see if he has to hold it back. I thought he was going to hit across the byline. He's being forced back out. He's going to curl around. She takes a shot, and one of their strikers there nips in there and tries to take the shot on the near range, but it goes wide of the near post, thankfully, and that attack is over there for now. So currently 2-1 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. They've got one back through Josh Nodder, Ross Duggan with both those goals for Yorkshire Amateur, and we'll see if an unlikely comeback. We haven't seen Stocksbridge come back from 2 behind in a long time. Actually, I can't remember the last time they can, actually. I would have to ask our stat man, Richo, to see when the last time Stocksbridge have come back from 2 goals behind. It's certainly not been in the last 2 seasons. As Hall tries a big long ball forward, and it might have the beating of him again. And it's a last-ditch challenge from Smith that stops Bennett from being able to nip in there. And Bennett, first glimpse of Bennett there, and Finlaw puts a sliding challenge in to stop it. It's a fair challenge, and now we've got Bennett on the left wing here. Bennett with plenty of space on this left wing. Here, you've got a few options in the middle, tries to cut it back, and unfortunately it's intercepted by Sharry there. Not enough pace on that pass, and Sharry's going to try and build it back here, and it's on the right wing here, as Finlaw has a tussle here with Basic, and it's passed back now for Yorkshire, and they clear it out. It goes to McFadden. McFadden will clear it right back, and Bennett's going to try and get onto the end of this one as the ball bounces again, and he forces Smith to take a touch, and it's a corner kick for Stocksbridge. Bennett forcing that touch, and Smith's gone down there with, I think that's always a worry when it's not really been a foul and injury. We'll have to see if Smith will be forced off there. There's only been the one substitute, Bennett, coming on, and Bennett putting some good pressure on Smith. Smith taking a bit of a limp there as he goes in. I mean, if you're going to be cruel, you'd aim at Smith all week now, all game now, as Finlaw prepares to take this corner kick. Just only 3 defender being left back here at the moment, so that's got 6. I'm going to see there's 5 players in the box. Nodder just outside the penalty box here. As it's an in-swinger taken in the near post. It was McFadden now, got a bit of header onto it, not strong enough. It goes back to Finlaw. Finlaw tries to beat his man, but it's well defended and well blocked by Yorkshire Amateur, who now clear it, but it goes right to Josh Nodder. His touch is heavy, leaves his foot in with that slide challenge, he gets the ball, and then Nodder's been stood up, Lemon's been stood on there, and we're going to have to see what the referee does on there. Lemon's been stood on during that run there, and there's a bit of a to-do there. And actually the Yorkshire Amateur player's not happy there, and the players are having a coming together as Lemon is down and being attended to by our physio Sam Ewens. And it doesn't seem like the Yorkshire player really knows why he's being held the foul on. I'd tell you, if you stand on a player, you tend to get a foul against you. But yeah, so we're just having a bit of a coming together there from the Yorkshire players, really not happy. It's a very young referee, actually, no, it's but he's doing very well to try and stop this and interrupt it and clear the players. So we always bash on referees for poor decisions, but you've got to give credit to the young ref for stopping that from potentially developing further, as Lemon continues to receive treatment here. If Lemon is forced off, you could see Jack Tinker coming on, though he was also forced off in that game against Sheffield FC, so I don't know if that's a sub he really wants to make. Just trying to see if I can see the referee is summoning one of the Yorkshire players over there. I won't be shocked. It looks like it's 8 there, Crawford, who's being summoned over. I won't be shocked if the booking is actually more for the reaction rather than the initial foul, which could be just seen as accidental. Oh, it's a red card! It's a red card for Crawford! Obviously being seen by the referee as a deliberate stamp by the stamp. And that is Stephen Crawford being sent off. And what an opportunity this is now for Stocksbridge to get back in this game, as Jordan Lemon's going to have to limp off. And Yorkshire's are not happy with that decision, I can see. So it was a foot on it. I mean, Jordan Lemon is not a player who's going to stay down, just to let you know. Mostly because I think if Jordan Lemon knew about it and could get up, he'd have probably done something that got himself booked as well. So it's a great opportunity now with Yorkshire Amateur now down to 10 men. Stockbridge have got the momentum right now, and a free kick just inside their own half for the Steels. Let's see if the Steels can take advantage of having the extra man going into what would be the last 16 minutes of this game. So 74 minutes, 2-1 to Yorkshire Amateur. Yorkshire Amateur down to 10 men after a stamp from Stephen Crawford. Finlaw here with the challenge, so with the free kick here. He's got obviously a free kick from, well, it's from basically at the touchline here, at the halfway line. He is going to hit a big one in here. It's aimed here. It looks like Covewell's going to go claim it. He misses the punch actually, but no one's hanging on, and it's with the Yorkshire player. Look, that's a handball as the ball is cleared there. Goodwin closing down, and it's going to be a free kick here to Yorkshire. So yeah, so 15 minutes to go in this one. Stocksbridge only a goal down in this 2-1 to Yorkshire Amateur. It's a great opportunity here for the Steels to get back into this. They've got the attackers on. We've had one substitute on. Jack Bennett has come on for Nathaniel Crofts. Just to let you know, Jack Bennett, while he's normally seen as a striker, he's gone on the left wing position. There has been no formation change. We'll have to see if that changes if it goes to a more 4-4-2 shape later on to get Bennett forward. But actually might be going to a 4-3-1-2, I'd say, with Bennett. Looking like he's moving more centrally now. And actually Goodwin's got it here. He's tackled as Yorkshire trying to attack. He's going to let Bennett here on the left wing. Big sliding check and stops Bennett from getting in. And that is a great challenge from Smith, who was looked injured just a moment ago. Goodwin takes that throw in quickly to Finlaw. Finlaw's calling for some options as he moves slowly forward. Tries to drum the pass in to Goodwin. And it's unfortunately he's tackled in clear. Goes to Ian Richards there who throws it right back to Goodwin there. To Finlaw, I mean. And now it's with Levin, who's looking all right now after. As Stocksbridge look to pile this pressure on. Levin with a big long throw into toward Goodwin. Goodwin being pulled back and it's headed away by Smith. Cleared by Yorkshire Amateur, but only to Cooksey, but now that clearance to Cooksey goes right to Basic, and Basic tries to build out to it with Cooksey putting pressure on. Basic ends up just hitting the ball long there to try and get the ball out of his own half, and Hall will collect that on towards the corner flag there. Hall there. Now we'll take the big boot forward and aim towards Josh Nodder. Nodder holds it down well, but the handball's given for Nodder, and because the shot was going wide, he went wide anyway. And Yorkshire called for the handball. They got that handball decision. As these long balls from Ed Hall. Ed Hall, there you go. Ed Hall's first assist of the season. That not something you expect from the goalkeeper, but that big long ball did outfox their defence completely. So yeah, and as we wait for this goal kick to be taken, thank you for everyone listening here. We are in the 77th minute at the moment, 30 minutes to go in this game, as Stocksbridge chase a equaliser here, and maybe if they get an equaliser soon, they'll probably feel confident about going and taking the lead as well. As unsurprisingly, Culverwell is taking his time over this free kick, as Yorkshire look to close this game out and try and get away. As he heads it, he's going to aim towards McFadden. McFadden will get his head onto it. Goes right back to Yorkshire Amateur. It's knocked right back over their heads again. Walker's going to cover this. Walker's going to gather it up in the end as it didn't have the weight to go out. And in the end, it's a throw into Yorkshire Amateurs as the touch goes out over the touchline on the opposite side of the stadium here. So Yorkshire Amateur here with a bit of an opportunity. No one's really going to go take that throw in, it looks like as well. I'd be interested to see if some of this time they're taking is going to end up being added on at the end. Didn't see an added on time for the first half, but so it may be a bit of a mystery how much time we get on when we get to that period. So Yorkshire have got the ball here on the far hand side, and he's going to be tackled there by Turner. Turner's going to try and send the ball forward, but it's going to Nodder. Nodder's sending it forward to Mangum. Mangum's got it on the right hand side. Can he find Bennett's there on the edge of the 6-yard box? Mangum there trying to find an option. Curtis Turner leaves it, and it's intercepted. And you just have to wonder what if Curtis Turner had hit that the first time, maybe it would be 2-2 here. But Finlaw's retained possession, and that passing though has been intercepted by the amateurs. Bit of physicality there as Goodwin's won the ball back there. It's gone to Nodder, who's found. And I believe Walker there, well not Walker, but it's Goodwin on the right wing. It's good through, and Bennett rose high, but Culverwell rose higher, and he's claimed that, and he's laying down on that ball and taking his time to get up as Yorkshire look to wind this clock down with 11 minutes to go, plus some added time, I presume. You have the Steels really, really pressing here as they look for an equaliser. As Culverwell takes the big long kick out, and Priestley now has it on here on this right wing, and he looks to have Duggan on this right hand side. As I can see the Steels are preparing another substitute, as it looks like Jack Tinker is preparing to come on. And there is Ross Goodwin there, who's got the ball there, but he's tackled, and it's going to be a throw in. I can't really tell which side it's gone to, and it looks Elliot Walker is going to be the person to come off for Jack Tinker. So I imagine that'll be a swap with Jordan Lemon going on to that more natural right back side with Tinker on his more natural left back side. And I can actually hear Ian shouting for Lemon to go on the right hand side right now. So that'll be a slight positional change we'll see. As Elliot Walker comes off here. And I believe that's a Yorkshire Amateur substitution, but their board is not working on the side I can see it at, so I am completely in dark who's coming on there for him. So number 12 is their number 12 Yorkshire Amateur I can see coming on, so that is Bowers coming on for the Amateur. We'll see who's coming off later. They've only got 3 substitutes on the bench, Yorkshire Amateurs, so if they are struggling for fitness, it could be a good opportunity for Stocksbridge going into the last 10 minutes of this match. So we'll see. It's, as we wait for, I believe it's a throw-in on this right-hand side. It looks like it's for the Yorkshire Amateurs here. So yeah, the Yorkshire Amateurs will want to keep it down there as long as possible. Stocksbridge putting this pressure on them as a free Priestley takes. There, it's on. They're going right for that corner flag. It looks like, and I can't see into that corner flag, so anything could be happening. But it looks like it's a goal kick. It's gone out for a goal kick. So Hall is going to get it, and he's running quickly, quickest I've seen Ed Hall run in a long time. So running to try and take this goal kick quickly. So he's going to aim it here. If it looks like he's going to aim it towards his left-hand side, he does. He's aiming it towards where Mangum and Bennett are. It's going to go over Mangum's head. It's cleared out by Yorkshire, and it's a bit bouncing back between a lot of the Yorkshire players between their defence, and it's bounced for Finlaw to head it, aiming towards Mangum. It's gone over Mangum's head. Mangum's going to pass it out for Bennett here on this left wing here. Bennett's got one man in front of him. He's going to try and get to the byline here, but the touch is too heavy and it's out for a goal kick here. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Yorkshire Amateurs, and that attack is over there. Bennett unfortunately just took 2 heavy touches. He tried to beat his man at that byline, and it is now 9 minutes to go plus added time in this one. We'll start putting on their pressure to try and get back into this game. So Culverwell will clear it out. Aim towards Bennett. Bennett's going to head it on for Mangum. Mangum looked like it could have been in offside position, and he has been called for an offside. So, a bit unfortunate there. Mangum, I probably didn't expect Bennett to cut out that ball there, but he's going to be offside, and Culverwell taking his time. As I can see, our coach Pete Goldstraw very quickly moving onto the pitch to make sure he gets it, and now it's going to be Sherry actually going to be taking this free kick. As everyone within the Stocksbridge team works, including the coach, moving quickly to make sure this game moves swiftly along. And that's going to be aimed towards Tinker. Tinker out muscled there by the thing, and it's cleared by Cooksey, and Cooksey seems to get a bit of the foot of the amateur attacker as well. But that's Duggan there, the 2-time goal scorer in this game, but Duggan's fine after that. And Yorkshire have a throw in deep into the Steel's half here. And they take their time to take this throw, and Steels aren't struggling to just make some sustained pressure at the moment, as Yorkshire are doing quite well, getting the ball out and now keeping it in that far right-hand corner, which is annoying for me because that's the corner I can't really see that well into due to the tunnel blocking the view there. There is a small little tunnel here just for the match day experience. It is Yorkshire throwing. They're going to cut it inside to Priestley here on the edge of the area. Priestley's trying to create some space in from the shot. Finlaw holds him up. Well, actually, I say Finlaw hold him over, but it's ended up being a bit of a free kick. And there's a bit of a to-dos here as Ed Hall and a few of the other Stock players are making some shouts towards the ref, and the referee's got his card out here. What decision's going to be made there? It's Luke Sharry who's having a talking to. So just seeing what the referee makes a decision there. No card there for. Oh, it's going to be a yellow card for Luke Sharry. He walked away before, and then he tried to bring the yellow card out. So that's a booking for Luke Sharry there, for a bit of just a to-do on that box. So. And it looks like Yorkshire Amateurs are preparing to make another substitution here. And they're going to make that before Hall can take this free kick. I didn't see the play, it went off actually for Yorkshire Amateurs, so it could be, to me, as just to say the back of the board is broken, but we'll see. It is Ross Duggan, the 2-time goal scorer. He's going to be coming off for Birchall here. Amir Birchall, I believe it is coming on, or is it Bell? I don't have the numbers here of the Yorkshire players. It's a bit of a guessing game here. Here's Ed Hall, has the ball here, really. Ed Hall, take the big boot up. Everyone's on the edge of the outside area. It's aimed towards. Well, yeah, so he's headed on there by the Stock player by. I was just trying to see who it was. It was Curtis Turner, but in the end, it was closer to Culverwell, and Culverwell's claimed in. Culverwell had a very good game, had that penalty save, claimed everything in that box, apart from maybe that one punch where He's missed his punch and gone over him. It's a good game with 5 minutes left to go. 2-1 to Yorkshire Amateur. And that is a very high kick, and it's met by Goodwin, who puts another very high kick, and Goodwin ends up getting the header. Goes to Turner, but hits it with his shoulder, and now the Amateurs have a chance to attack here on this left-hand side as they look to get past Finlaw there, who's gone into defence to try and cover that, and in the end he's won out for that ball, and Turner's got it, and now Goodwin and tries to knock it out to the right back, but it actually is a throw-in to Stocksbridge. I didn't expect that one. I thought that would have been a Yorkshire throw, but we'll take it here as that throw-in sent down the channel, aimed towards Nodder. But it's kneed out by the Amateurs player. And now Lemon has it on this right back side. He looks like he's going to try the big long throw. He does have Finlaw as a short option near him, but instead he is going to go for a big long throw in the box, and it's going to it's knocked on, but there's a free kick given for, I think, for some pushing there in the box, and now we are 5 minutes, still 5 minutes to go in this game for Stocksbridge to get an equaliser. They are 2-1 down. Thank you for the spam comment there, that really helpful. I'm going to remove that. I can do some things. So yeah, it's a free kick here as Yorkshire will take their time, try and see if much time they can waste in this second half as possible. You can't, that's not me being insulted, by the way. And that kick is right at Luke Mangum. Luke Mangum going to chase on, but it's 2 players on, and it's going to Nodder. Can Nodder beat it? Nodder takes a shot, just wide, side netting. It's going to be a goal kick there. And there's a lot of claims for a corner here. Nodder very angry there with that decision. It's a goal kick, great opportunity. As I've been praising Clovewell, his goal kick there was absolutely awful. Went straight to Mangum. Mangum broke. He had 2 men round him, which prevented him from taking the finish. He passes it to Josh Nodder there on the left-hand side, but he can only direct it into the side net in there. As there are a few complaints about this rest cut in there. As we are back to Sunday League football here, as Shari is going to take this goal kick. The midfielder, he's booted up, it's a good, and it's going right out. And Ian Richard shows why he's not a goalkeeper by failing to catch that. Jack Tinker's taking the quick throw in, aimed towards Mangum, but Smith's onto it. Mangum tackles it, no, he's going to try and hold it up. 3 men onto him. He's pushed away and it's clear, but McFadden's going to race towards that as quick as he can. He's going to pass it back to Hall. He's being chased down there by the number 12 by Bowers. Bowers chasing, Hall clears that away, but it's going to go to the Yorkshire player who heads it forward. And Finlaw's going to cover that before booting it right. And now it's with Lemon on that right-hand side. Lemon's trying the cross-field pass towards Nodder. It's just not long enough to go to Smith, but now Tinker gathers it. Tinker's just cut it centrally. A little trip on Tinker, but he stays up. Goes to Finlaw here. Finlaw's looking for his options as he fronts forward. Tries to nip it towards Mangum. Oh, no, to Bennett. Bennett cuts forward, it goes to Bennett. I'm sorry, I'm getting all my players wrong, and Bennett was in an offside. It was originally with Goodwin then, it was going to Bennett there on that right-hand side, but Bennett is unfortunately in an offside position, and the free kick is now given with 2 minutes to go in at normal time. We don't know how much added time we're going to get yet. I would say about 4 minutes would be my guess at this point, judging by how slow some of these goal kicks are being taken. Just so you know, this free kick is going to be taken by the goalkeeper this time. We're not going to go back to Sunday League on this time. He's going to take it. It's a good goal kick this time. I think. Well, actually, it's going to go straight out. It looks like, and that actually there's a 5-side back field, and it almost went into there. So McFadden's going to pass it quick, throw it. Well, he's going to just give it to Lemon. Lemon's going to do another big long throw as we continue to chase this equaliser here. Going to Mang. It's knocked down here, and well, unfortunately, as Turn tries to get onto it, the touch is a bit too heavy, and unfortunately, it's going to go for a throw into Yorkshire. That pressure is relieved on the Amateurs as the. So Yorkshire are taking as much time as you can as that throw-in is now taken. And it's putted right back in by Stocksbridge as they try to cause some problems. It's now with Finlaw here. Finlaw centrally tries to find the cutting pass through. It's just intercepted there, but it's with Bennett on the right side, and that is blocked as a corner kick. I'm just looking at Ed here just to see if Ed might go up. They're just saying up the only players staying back are Ed Hall, the goalkeeper, and Jack Tinker. So not everyone going up just yet. We are almost in that sort of period where we have seen a Stocksbridge goalkeeper score before, David Ray a few years back, as that corner sent right in the 6-yard box where everyone is. And no, the keeper claims it, and it's a good job he did, because I think that corner was actually going to go in, and the keeper is staying down for dear life at the moment. And also, one of the Yorkshire players is having to tie his shoelaces as well. So we're just going to wait here, because as the true test of any commentator, what do I say as they take time waste and take their time to take this goal kick? Well, just kick out. And he eventually does take it, goes right to Finlaw, but unfortunately his pass out is going to skew right out, so he can't control that, and that's a throw in there to the amateurs. And it's just a tactical thing. Lee Cooksey has gone into a central forward position. Looks like it's going to a proper like 3-1. I don't. Basically, there's four people up in an attacking position for Stocksbridge. As Yorkshire look to take advantage of this. The number 7 race forward, but it's well saved by Ed Hall, and it's a corner for Yorkshire. Though I don't think many people are going forward for it. I'm just trying to count everyone who's forward. You can see obviously Jordan Lemon staying forward on like in a right wing role. Lee Cooksey's gone into a central forward role. Josh Nodder's in a central forward role. So there's Mangum, Jack Bennett's on that left wing. And that corner looks more like the way they're positioned, like a throw-in. Because it looks like they are going to go for the time waste, as we are now into the 90th minute in this game. So we're going to, and it's actually that, whatever they're going to do, does find Priestley, and now it finds the substitute Birchall, but he's just going to drill that wide. And now Ed Hall's going to run quickly here. We've got, I'd say the 91st minute, I haven't seen any added time given yet. So not long at all for Stocksbridge to try and get that dramatic equaliser. Same towards Cooksey. Cooksey's going to nod it on. Nodder gets the touch onto it. Nodder just tries to loft it over, but it's gone to Yorkshire, so they clear it. But that clearance is intercepted by Finlaw. The header's in the air, won by Dean, but it's back to Finlaw. Holds it onto the ground, sprints onto that right wing for Bennett to chase. Goes to Lemon on the right. Bennett tries to get the touch onto it, but it's got the amateurs defend it, and now it's a corner kick. Is Ed Hall going to go up? So we're on keeper watch. Doesn't look like he will be at this point, even though we're in out of time. Haven't seen. He is going to go right to that halfway line. No, wait, I'm watching Ed. Come on, Ed, go up. The corner's take is going right in that 6-yard area. And there's a bit of confusion. Fouts takes a shot. It's blocked. It's gone back to Nodder here on the right wing. The cross is blocked, and it's good defended by Yorkshire, but Stocksbridge will retain it. They pass it back to Ed Hall. Ed Hall's going to try that big long boot forward. It's going to be chased by Bennett. Bennett's beating his man. Can Bennett skew it in? And the keeper claims it, and that may have been the opportunity. Bennett's worked really hard to get onto that, to try and put some effort to get it back in. Jordan Lemon was there, but unfortunately it wasn't strong enough, and the keeper claims that, and he is going to take his sweet time to keep taking this clearance. An opportunity there. There was also that chaos in the box. So McFadden almost got it. That clearance is partially cleared. It's now properly cleared by Stocksbridge. Same towards Nodder. Nodder takes a lovely touch onto that right wing. Nodder having a great game here as he fights to get them back in. Nodder is now being covered by Sherry, and he's going to foul Sherry, unfortunately. And that is now going to be, we are probably in the second minute of added time, I'd say. I'd say we're probably 2 more minutes, I'd argue, unless they've given a few extra here. As Yorkshire should take their time to get to this free kick. It looks like it will be Sherry taking it here. So Sherry here going to take this free kick in this far corner. I can shout here in the Yorkshire man, shout 1 minute, so I presume that's how long there is left. It would go well on my clock as well, just 1 minute to go, as well as that clearance was, that free kick was cleared out by Stocksbridge, and it's for a throw in to the amateurs here as they look to keep them out. It may have been that Bennett pass into the 6-yard box, it was the opportunity. That unfortunately wasn't taken, as amateurs take a little long throw forward, but Lemon will head it back in. It's gone back to them as they take a big boot forward. McFadden heads it out again, and Yorkshire will just punt that back. Then number 12 will chase it, head it on actually, and Priestley will get it here. Priestley has an opportunity, but he's going to actually go towards that corner area. You got to say that's proper veteran instinct. Rather than taking the shot and giving the ball back, he's taking it to the corner for some time wasting, and it looks like I'm trying to say, I think a corner has been given actually, I believe. So you have to give credit to Priestley there for a proper veteran's instinct to go for the corner rather than the shot. And that may be the thing that's won them the game there, as they look to pass it between themselves, but Stocksbridge win that back, and they tried to clear it, but in the end it's going off a Stocksbridge player, and now Yorkshire will keep a throwing in that area as the amateurs look winding down that clock even further, as we are nearing full time. It will be any minute now by my count, as Yorkshire will retain possession here, holding the ball up here in that far hand side, doing it well, and now eventually it has gone out, and Stocksbridge do have a throw in, and Lemon pushes the player as he tries to get it back and just feel unfortunate. I think Yorkshire have probably just been able to kill this game off in that last few moments. It's actually a Yorkshire throw, I'm afraid. I do apologise for that mistake. They throw it in as Yorkshire pass it back, and now Yorkshire have the ball back. Big tackle in there from Lemon. And actually the ball is won here by Stocksbridge. One last attack perhaps for Stocksbridge, but it may be stopped by that sliding challenge there from Yorkshire. Yeah, Finlaw will pass it back to Ed Hall here. Ed Hall will take a big long clearance up. It's aimed towards Cooksey. Cooksey's touch is not great though, but he does manage to retain it, but he's had to run further back to get it. Passes it back here to Lemon. Lemon tries the crossfield ball. It's a great ball to Jack Bennett. Jack Bennett here. He's got a player in front of him. He's going to pass it back to Nodder, and Nodder hits the shot over. And that is full time. Yorkshire Amateurs hold on in this one. They took the lead in the first half as Ross Duggan broke the offside trap and fired past Ed Hall in a one-on-one. Then they got the second right on the start of the second half as Ross Duggan again, some good passing play, found him in space in the box, and he fired past Hall with a powerful finish. There was an opportunity to make it 2-1 when Nodder was pushed over in the box and a penalty was given, but Culverwell saved well from Nodder's penalty kick. Though Stocksbridge did make it interesting, they did get a goal back just not long after, with Nodder being able to turn well in the box and then fire it into that bottom corner. The momentum was with Stocksbridge when Crawford was sent off for his stamp on Jordan Lemon. And while the momentum was with Stocksbridge, they weren't able to get that equaliser, and unfortunately the first game of the year is a 2-1 loss for the Steels. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the commentary here on the YouTube today. We will be back next Saturday for the match against Shildon away from home. Our next home match is on the 15th of January against Brighouse Town, and if you are interested in becoming a member of Stocksbridge Park Steels for £60, please get in touch with us. There are membership forms available on the website. Thank you very much for listening. We will see you next time.